about to rock. This is my usual intro, but this
Go for
intro
it,
is
mate.
going to be Xerri, Xerri baby. So
Go
you're
for it.
watching the get you're watching. Well, we're already on, so you're watching the Get Busy Living podcast with the one with Dr. Scott Fox from Six Sense Acupuncture and the Healthy Habits Club. We got an awesome guest on this morning, and that is Darren Xerri. And thank you so much, Darren, for coming on and giving your expertise and information about what you do. And we thank you so much for your time, mate.
No, thank you, Doctor. Yeah, I appreciate the invite. Thanks very much. Looking forward to speaking to you this morning.
Appreciate it, mate. I can't wait to hear the gold nuggets of information you've got. So I'll start off with my normal question. So tell us, Darren, what gets you out of bed every morning?
I think for me is that, it's basically family, and we've got plans to do things every week, every weekend, whatever, whether it's the boys playing footy, Sonia and I going away for the weekend, going on holidays, seeing friends, going out to dinners. It's those social events that we always look forward to, and it's those social events that we have the opportunity to attend and things like that. So I think that for us is that it's the future. That's what gets me out of bed. It's because it's going to be what I've planned for the following day that I look forward to. Yeah.
That's awesome, mate. So family orientation, yeah, that's very important, and it's something that's been lost in our society today. So yeah, that's awesome, mate. And of course that flows on into what you do with the community as well. So much appreciated, brother.
Thank you.
And just Darren wanted me to make sure that we took away the disclaimer. So we make a disclaimer, I should say. I love your house. I love the beautiful house that you've got behind you, and I can see that you've worked really hard for that. So yeah, because you've been helping the community, I get it.
That's right, and I just did these renovations overnight, mate. So
they were working overtime. I'd like to know who the mason was. He's pretty good at that fireplace.
Not me, mate. These hands are too smooth to hit to hammer and
So I'll just so you're into there it is there, box full of gifts and hampers. So that's the name of your business, is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
So how the hell did you get into that, mate? How did you get into gift hampers?
Yes. So when our boys were born back in the early 2000s, my wife was basically a stay-at-home mum, and so part of being a stay-at-home mum is, as everybody knows with kids, is that being with kids, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, mind tends to wander. And she was asked to prepare a hamper for one of the ladies one of the mums in her mother's group that her friend had prepared that had just given birth to a baby boy, I think it was. And so he goes, oh yeah, I'll make a hamper. I'll do something. She always had that creative mind, and I said to her, let's see if we can do this as a business. So we developed that, and we had it going for about 6 or 7 years, and old enough for the boys to be independent, going to school, etc. And then our corporate careers took off because it was never enough to sustain as a full-time gig. And then over the last couple of years, we just sat down and spoke and said, shall we get this corporate gifts and hampers go again? And so a year later, we were back into it, trying to be more available to our customers and our clients, and wanting to make sure that with our people that gifting is not a once a year thing. It can be done smartly during the course of the year, particularly if you're a business owner. Yeah.
So basically, it's an add-on, yeah. So what you're doing is you're helping businesses build trust, and also build that relationship again. If they've gone away for a year or so or whatever, you're keeping that constant contact with the client as well. So like birthdays for them, or Christmas, or Easter.
Absolutely, and as an extension to that too, is that if your clients, if the business owners, customers or employees have reached a milestone, whether there is an anniversary or a birthday, or if they've settled on a property, or something in relation to achieving something, and so we didn't want to be the type of business where we're only here for you at Christmas time, and we want to be here all year round for our clients to give to their customers and their team members. But more importantly, just having it not being transactional. It's just aligning with those relationships. And it's not sending the gifts. It's not, to me, it's not just sending the gifts at Christmas. It is sending a gift during the course of the year at the right time and for the right moment. Yeah.
And because I see the Irish holidays coming up soon. So the 3-leaf clover. So I'm sure you're getting a lot of orders for that one as well.
Yeah, so we get inquiries for everything, and we just had a Lunar Year, obviously Valentine's Day as well, upcoming St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, we're having some inquiries, so we may not display it on the website, but we'll prepare hampers specifically for those occasions. If our corporate clients would like to do something for that particular occasion.
So tell us about what sort of gifts would you give? What sort of gifts do you supply?
Yeah, look, we first and foremost, our gifts aren't readily available at. The products within our hampers are not readily available in supermarkets. So we don't stock supermarket type items. They're high end gourmet type product in there where we can, and most of our products are Australian made and sourced from Australian businesses. We use sauces. We use chocolates. Chocolates with coatings on it as well. Peanuts and nuts, tapenades, barbecue sauce items, really high quality foods as well. And as far as the wines are concerned, we do have wines in our hampers as well, and a selection of beers. But the good thing about it is that with one of the reasons why we're different is that with our corporate clients, we can incorporate their merchandise or something else in the hamper. So we can hold it here in the office, and if they would like to send a hamper to someone, we will with their required, I suppose, products in there. But then if they want to add their merchandise, whatever that may be, we add it to the hamper as well, and we will look after the hamper and send it off to their client or to their customer and employees.
So you send tequila as well. That's nice. So what else was I going to say? And so so it's not. See, what's the most unusual item that you would have?
We had a client who wanted bonsai trees in their hampers.
Bonsai trees. Bonsai trees.
Yes, probably 10, 15 centimeters tall. So we incorporated that bonsai tree, and that was going to 30, 40 employees around Australia. They just wanted
30 or 40 of them. There's the local market. There's a guy who sells them. So
Okay.
It wouldn't have been easy to pack. It wouldn't have
No,
been easy to pack at all.
it was not easy to pack, mate. It was not. And, it was so we had plenty of packing tape, plenty of protection, plenty of styrofoam, making sure, and nothing was broken. The only reason why we know that is because
No one complained.
we weren't told. So,
Yeah, no
but
one said,
that was very different. That was hard work, in a sense that had to just the logistics around sending it to the clients, particularly if they were interstate. Yeah.
all right, and so what's the most popular? What's the most popular item that you sell?
Yeah, well, it's hard to say. Really.
Would it be cards, or would it be cards, or would it be cards?
No. With our products, I suppose we don't have, because our range is so vast. Is that there's no real one particular item or hamper that's popular. But what I can say, among our real estate agents clients, that they do choose some of their real estate and commercial property clients. They do choose the hampers that we have, that the hamper boxes in the shape of a house, and which is quite appealing to them, and it's got wonderful content. They give it to their customers or to their clients who are either settled on a property or moving into their property, and and got startup food items in there.
So it's champagne, I'm sure.
Champagne, we use Verve in there. Moe, we've got Moe in there as well. So we aim to not be that. We want to be that high end hamper company that people want to deal with.
Yeah. This is an unusual fact. I'm going to throw this in because you talked about real estate agents. I actually talked to a real estate agent, and he said a lot of his mentors have passed away. People that taught him about real estate, and now he's a buyer's agent. And he said it's really sad. He said it's really sad. You know why? Because they were drinking champagne every day because they were selling houses every day. So they go and celebrate. So every house they sold, they had to celebrate, and they were drinking this.
Okay.
So he said a lot of real estate agents it's very easy for them to become alcoholics.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And it's good too, because another one of our differences is that we will brand our hampers and the gift boxes with the branding of our clients as well. So it's when the recipient opens up the hamper, they'll see it's from ABC Real Estate with their logos on it, and personal and signatures as well, and the ribbons in their corporate colours. So little things like that we try to make far more personal for both the client of our in this particular case a real estate agent and their customer.
So that's through an interview process. Is that how you figure it out?
Yeah, so we've got basically, we call it the Boxwell Gifts and Hampers gift experience. So what we do is basically a 4-step process with our corporate clients. So we gather all the information that they need and what they want to, how we understand how they want to provide the hamper, what they want to put in there, the type of branding, the audience, etc. And then we'll curate a couple of examples for them as far as our imagine stage. And then once we agree to that, we'll fulfill the order. So whether it's going to one client, I think the most we've ever had is 285 clients around Australia. On behalf of our clients, we'll organise the logistics around that, and we'll keep them up to date on what's being delivered, what's still held with the courier company or Australia Post, and what's been returned as well. And the last thing is the transcend, the thanks. We want obviously we want to provide a hamper to their customers and team, they're absolutely thankful and delighted with as well.
Very cool, mate. And what else? So what else? What else? What other products would you help with people as well? What depends on.
Yeah, mate. We are expanding our range as well. So we are going to provide hampers with candles and wellness products as well. We're going to try and personalise them as brand them as boxable gifts and hampers, candles and that type of thing. So we're really excited about that. Talking to a couple of suppliers at the moment. But yeah, and just really going around and just talking to clients and saying, look, you just don't provide. As our mantra is that you've got to send the gift at the right time, at the right moment, not just the old cliche Christmas, maybe Easter as well. So what we did is that we prepared. I'm more than happy to make this available for your audience, Scott. That we've got basically a 12-month strategic gift hamper calendar. So, we put the things down that should be done in each month or can be done in each month, but just as important, there's space for you or for that for your audience to put other things that they can do on a particular month as well. So you'll see that not only that, you have basically like a schedule of what can be done each month or each quarter, 6 months, whatever, but other ideas as well of what can be sent to customers and employees when with milestones that are achieved or the occasions. So yeah, it's a lot wider and it can be a lot more fulfilling than just Christmas. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right. And people celebrate things in different ways as well. So I see what you mean. And it's very personal when you get a gift from someone.
It is.
And like I said before, it creates more trust as well.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. And we think that it also, brings, hopefully stronger retention, for the business owner with their clients and or team members, and also, probably brings more referrals and say, look, this is what my accountant's done for me, or this is what my mortgage broker's done for me, or my lawyer's done for me, or whatever business that you're in. And also, it's a differentiation without discounting, really. Doesn't cost that much to provide a gift when a milestone or a moment has arrived. And we want our clients, customers, and employees to have our clients' name front of mind whenever in conversations and possible other opportunities as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So, is there anything else that you want to talk about on the gift box business?
I just wanted just to reiterate, and first of all, thank you again for this opportunity to speak to your audience. I really appreciate it. Just to keep in mind that gifting is not a once a year thing to your customers and employees. We will work with our clients to develop a plan that should they wish to send gifts all year round. We will personalise the hamper, the gift hampers to our clients' brandings. We have got that personal touch, and as well, and you can be rest assured with us that the products that we use are high-end premium products, or as I said, where we can, Australian made. We make no qualms about that. So yeah.
Right. So I wanted to move on because on your LinkedIn profile, it says that you're a practice manager in the greater Melbourne area. So, and I see that you're associated with the Freedom Tax Agency. So, does that mean that you're an accountant?
Most of my career has always been in professional services, and having said that, probably about most of my it's been particularly in the accounting with accounting firms, but it's always been in the practice management side, so the back office, the operations of the firms. Yeah.
And so, what other businesses have you owned as well? Because obviously you got your own accounting business.
Yeah. So as far as that, so just work with a couple of the owners there. There was an instance where back probably about 10 years ago now, maybe a bit longer, I was working with KPMG in Papua New Guinea on a secondment on behalf of Mile, which was I wonder, an interesting experience, put it that way. So working with the guys at KPMG over there in Port Moresby, implement some software packages, accounting packages, or Mile accounting packages, and on Mile's behalf. Yeah.
Did you live over there for a while?
No, it was a fly in, fly out. So it was a 3 month. It was altogether 3 months with probably a total of maybe 6, maybe 7 weeks there altogether.
I worked in security for 20 years, so I worked with a few PNG expats. Okay. So they got some wild stories. Because it's like living in the wild West.
It is.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
I've treated a few people over the years as well that live there for extended periods of time too, and they've got some crazy stories.
Well, it's funny because I talked to some of the employees there, and they do like 6 months secondments there, go back home for a couple of weeks, then come back for another 3 to 6 months. And I said, I don't know if I could do that. Keep away from the family for that long, but some people do that, and some people thrive on it, and all the best to them. But I just couldn't do it, especially in countries where we hear those wild west stories as well.
I've never been to PNG, but I've been to TI, been to Thursday Island. That's not far from there.
Yeah,
you pretty much throw a stone, but it's so hot. I could get how hot it is. We went into September, and it was so hot. Even then, that was, But I don't think I think that's the only thing I couldn't handle is the heat. It drove me crazy.
Yeah, it was hot. Yeah, but the people there are lovely. I work with very, very friendly locals as well. So as I said, it was a very interesting experience.
I'm sure it was. That's why I'm asking you because there's so many stories that I was told about that. And I've even got a story in Thursday Island because not many white people go into the town. So, and I'm talking like this is 1990s. So this is like 35 years ago.
Yeah,
early 1990s, and they're all looking at myself and my brother, and of course you get compromised by the local ladies, and we're only young, and all the men look at you as well. The alpha male looks. What are you looking at? But when you get past that, when you get past all that, then they are very lovely people. They are very, very nice.
Yeah.
And they'll do just about anything for you. And I mean, if you're kind to them as well, and you treat them with respect, then
absolutely, they
love
it.
Yeah, they love it. They start to think that you're one of them if you're really kind to them. But you got to remember that it's it's not a first world country like Australia. It is pretty much a third world, second world country.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of poverty, and yeah, the problem with that is that, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
We experienced that I experienced that as well, and you can't help but try and help them as much as you can. But with like one of the I think he was he was from New Zealand, and he drove me around, went past Kakadu and as well, and yeah, just the way people live over there, it's tough. It's tough, and as I say, you're trying to help them as much as you can. But there's only so much one individual can do as well. So it has to be a whole community.
Yeah, absolutely. So you did that for only a few months. So were you living in Melbourne still at the time?
Yes, mate. Still living in Melbourne. It was a fly in, fly out, and so that was the arrangement that we came to, and it was a really good experience, a really interesting experience.
And that was for MyOb, was it?
Yeah, it was for MyOb. So I knew one of the account managers there. Yeah, and they said, "Look, did you want to do this for us on our behalf?" And I said, "Yeah, why not? Let's do it." So finished up with one of the accounting firms. Did this thing for, as I said, it was over the period of 3 months. It was basically a 6 or 7 week visits through fly in, fly out. And then there was off to the next accounting firm that I was working with over a period of time too. So, did a lot of consulting to accounting firms through the operations side. It is truly a wonderful profession. It really is.
So, needless to say, that box full of gifts and hampers it's got spotless books, I suspect.
Well, I like to think so.
So you're ready for an audit. I get it. I understand. So tell us what. So you did you do a degree in accounting or?
Yes, I did a degree, got my master's in management practice as well, and I just pursued the management component, the operations component, and it just so happens to be that I was not stuck, that the accounting profession was the profession I was working in throughout my career. There's a couple of stints with the legal firm and financial planning, but all in all, most of my career has been with accounting profession.
So business management as well. So I get it. I get it now. I understand. So that's why I asked you if you've had any other businesses as well before you got into gifts.
So we did some consulting to the accounting professions prior to COVID, but COVID hit, and unfortunately, we took we had to take a detour around that. But as I said, whilst we're still building our hamper business and corporate gifting, we're still working with the accounting profession as much as we can, and particularly Freedom Tax Agency and BYO Group. Yeah.
Well, mate. So that's very interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know you had a master's degree in business. So stop this. Sorry. So what was I going to say? So it sounds like you've done a series of different things as well, not just accounting, and you've done a lot of business managing as well, and high end, so larger companies. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, look, those the firms I work with, worked with in the past, they're great firms. They're large-ish or large-ish type firms as well. Wouldn't even what I'm doing now with some of the firms, it's just wouldn't change it. It's just wonderful. And got the corporate gifting side, trying to grow that as well. So
So tell us, how have you helped a business with their with the gift hampers?
Yeah, look, it's a good question. Look, I like to think that, well, what I do know is that the testimonials I get from our clients, from the recipients of the gifts, we had some wonderful testimonials. As I mentioned before, about the quality of the products that we use as well, and I just had another one from another guy where he only got to know us probably about a month ago. Yeah, about a month ago, and he's already ordered about 5 hampers from us for his clients, and each time we get a testimonial from those recipients of those hampers too, and just it's wonderful to hear, wonderful to see, and it just goes to show that we are on the right path of what we want to do as a business and what we want to achieve.
Yeah, cool. And what sort of feedback are you getting from your clients as well with their hampers?
Just the fact that they can sit down with us to go through exactly the type of products that they want from our range in the hamper. If they don't like if they want to change what's available online, and the fact that they can brand it with their logos and colours, and also add in their merchandise and in there as well, that they find that it's that they see that the gift is not coming from a third party; it's coming from them. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's the great feedback. As I said, and that's just as another example that that we are on the right path of what we want to achieve. Yeah.
Absolutely. And because it comes back to that same old, like I said before, is that if the more personal it is, the more trust you get with the client as well, and also it reestablishes that connection if you haven't seen them for a while. And real estate agents especially, because once they get one client, then they're a repeat customer. So buyers agents are so a good joint venture for you would be mortgage brokers as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they have to supply the money.
But what? It's also an appreciation from the business owner that we thank you for the business. We appreciate you. Please come back, and all that type of moments and feelings as well. That ultimately we want to be front of mind when we do something for somebody, especially when we do something positive for somebody. And it's to me, it's just not a cost; it's an investment into a long-term future. And for the plan or for the hope that they will come back again, or just as important, I'll refer somebody else to them as well, because they're going over and above to help their clients and their employees.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I break up my clients into A, B, C's, and D's. So I use the 80-20 rule. So 80% of your income comes from 20% of your clients, and 20% of your income comes from 80% of your clients. So the A's and B's obviously are the 20%, and the C's and D's are the 80%. But yeah, the A's and B's, yes, I do. I do send them gifts, usually cards. But yeah, I can see how hampers, especially the A's, would be great for them to use as a reminder.
Look,
So
and look,
but also as a bundle as well.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. So yeah, there's plenty of ideas. As I said, we aim to be working with corporate clients. So we will take part of the experience with us is that we will sit down with you just to determine and to understand what you want and what you want to provide in the hamper, and ultimately incorporate your brand, incorporate your merchandise if you want to. So yeah.
The only problem is that my weight loss clients, they can't give them chocolates and champagne. I'm sorry. I was going to say, but yeah, there are other things that you could give them. Like you said, there are other things that, and this could be, especially for the larger companies. Yeah, that this would be very beneficial to them.
Yeah, absolutely. More importantly,
they have huge contracts, so their clients they would be constantly trying to keep in contact with those people that negotiate the contracts.
Yeah,
especially, and that's what it's all about. That's the way it is. Even the government does it. They do it in a different way. That's all. But I suppose medical field as well. Medical field will be another one because a lot of doctors send gifts to their clients, and also
I'll probably have to be careful what we put in there, particularly if they're
especially the instrument industry, the medical devices. Medical devices.
That's right. Yeah.
Especially in the private hospitals, I saw that because I worked in one.
Yeah.
And those reps were around a lot. The medical device reps, because they're always trying to sell something to implant in you, and so they were constantly trying to keep in contact with, especially the board members of the hospital. Yeah. So that would be another strategy you could use as well. So that's fantastic. There's so many avenues you could take.
Yeah, it's just one of those services where when people ask, who's your target market, and I say, well,
that's the next question. I'm just leading up to it.
Well, okay. Well, the ideal client, is. They want their customers. They want to be front of mind for their customers and their employees, and through one of those strategies, through one of those avenues, is that through corporate gifting. Having that, having a plan in place, working with people like us to implement that plan for them from that corporate gifting point of view. So say, for example, if they are a large, I don't know, say financial planning firm, saying, okay, Darren, please send that hamper to this client because they've just come on board as a client, or they've celebrated they've been with us for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, etc. And here's the merchandise, here's the message, and we'll look after that for them. So it's having those clients who turn that into a repeatable strategy for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just a once a year thing. So
yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I mean, everyone has a birthday, a born day, as I say, and also like there's special days that like the St. Pat's Day, like we're coming up. We've got Australia Day. We've got Anzac Day coming up.
Yeah.
That's
Especially
very
when
special.
onboarding new clients, onboarding employees. Having a welcome pack to those particularly those new clients as well. Achieving the milestones like on a personal on an employee level, targets or KPIs, and from a customer level, it could be that they've reached certain goals that you've been working with them to help and to attain. So yeah, and look, it could be vouchers, it could be just experiences as well, just taking them out to dinner, just something, just to show that appreciation and the value that not only that that you provided them, but obviously they've provided to you and your business as well. Yeah.
So okay. So you deliver a lot of different things then, by the sounds.
Yeah.
It's not just gift hampers. You can also provide other. So you've done a few joint ventures, by the sounds. That's what.
Yeah, look, I suppose if we do work with corporate clients, we can possibly call that a joint venture. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's just that you rely on your supplier to provide you with the software to deliver your business, and you can rely on somebody like us to thank your employees or your clients, and help you show, so you provide them with that sort of with gratitude, congratulations or thank yous as well.
So, all right, I just want to introduce Dominic. So he's from Northside Hawk. He said g'day all. So he's in Melbourne too.
Look,
Darren.
G'day, mate. How are you? It is. It's a nice day in Melbourne today. Beautiful at the moment.
Is it? It's sunny here. It is sunny here. But yeah. So thanks, Dominic, for coming on and saying g'day, mate. It's good to see you. And so Dominic is a drone pilot, so he takes a lot of photos. So he gets some clients as well. So yeah, he might be another joint venture you could help with as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, he gets some crazy, beautiful natural photos.
Lovely.
Absolutely amazing. So yeah, and like Dominic, Darren does gift hampers. So yeah, you could probably contact Joe. I can give you the details anyway. And all right, brother. And tell us about another story where you've helped a client with the gift hampers.
Yeah, and so I'm part of another networking group, and opposite to how we different to how we met, and so one of the members of the networking group, who was in a different suburb, contacted me. He said, "Look, this is what's happened. We've got this. His wife's got a particular client that she works with who provides these particular services to around Australia, and but they wanted to provide their yearly. They want to provide some hampers to their customers, but the hamper company that they were working with hasn't followed through. So we started working with them, and within, I think it was about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, we had basically using our gift strategy, created. We gathered, we imagined, we delivered all the 64 hampers Australia wide. Within those 3 weeks, from the time we met the client to the time we've sent the hampers, and that also included their merchandise, in which in this particular case was a kind of the brand, but was a really nice water bottle. in there too. So that was a great success for us, and all the hampers were delivered but one, because that hamper where it was going to before Christmas. But that hamper, they were affected by the floods at the time. So, our couriers in Australia Post couldn't get to the client because, or to their customer because of that. So that was a great success on our part, given that, what we turned around in three weeks. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, mate. You've done really well. We're up to 45 minutes. So just give us some ideas or information on how to create lifelong longevity. This is a tough one. I had to throw one health question in there.
How to lifelong longevity. Mate, I think we were on the same networking group yesterday. And I said, there was a question similar. And I said, being with family and friends and just laughing. Just laughing. Share jokes, share stories, be with people. Look forward to being with your friends as well and family. Obviously, I think eating well and exercise, everybody knows that. And even the stuff that you do, mate, is just absolutely wonderful and tremendous. What you do for your customers in the community is just absolutely wonderful. So I applaud you for that. But, I think, that and the other thing too, laughing is that, try not to take things to heart, reduce the stress. It took me a very, very long time to do that. I used to take things to heart when things didn't go wrong or things went wrong and didn't go according to plan. But, once someone said to me, mate, nobody died, so everything's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll sort it out, and that's basically how I one of my theories and philosophies, and try and have a long life. Just be happy. Try not to be stressed, and just look forward to seeing your family and friends.
Very good advice, mate. Yeah, I actually had a lady on the podcast she's a keynote speaker on laughter.
Okay.
Yeah. She actually did a little laughing exercise with me on the podcast. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Well, when I was growing up, Scott, I can't remember a time when we were at the dinner table where my dad never said a joke or told a joke. We were always laughing.
Yeah, it was very good.
We were always laughing. Just that the day that happened, and just look forward to another day.
Excellent, mate. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Darren, for coming on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Because you didn't bag me too much, and Dominic gets access to this as well. You get access to my health club. There it is there, www.sixsenseacupuncture.com.au/health club. And just put in that code, the free access, and you'll get access to my bronze membership for 30 days for free. I teach you about EFT, emotional freedom technique, meditation, exercise, nutrition, how to lose weight. I teach you about roadblocks in your mind, how to kick it to the curb. I teach you about disc profiling, so who you are, what job you should be doing, who you should be dating or married to. I teach you about Chinese medicine, acupuncture, and Chinese herbal medicine. I also teach you about the 8 leading chronic diseases in Australia, killing hundreds of thousands of Australians every year. So thank you so much for that, and appreciate that you come on.
I appreciate you. It was great talking to you again, mate.
And I got some gold nuggets today. I learned a little bit today. So thank you. Thanks again, Darren.
Likewise. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. You've been watching the Get Busy Living podcast. I'm Dr. Scott and the wonderful Darren Xerri. You have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you all very, very